Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live. We're live in the Client Acquisition Strategies for Language Professionals Facebook group. And we're here together today after the great masterclass, 2 hours workshop yesterday. Actually, it lasted 2 hours and a half to answer all of your questions. So I will be going live on a daily basis. You can find all the upcoming sessions live in the events section of our Facebook group. And of course, I would love to know, where are you watching me from? Let me know if you're here live with me. Where are you watching me from? And I'm always curious to know if you actually attended yesterday's live session. Were you there with a 2 hours and a half? Such a great momentum, great participation, people from all over the world, literally. So let me know if you're here with me. And of course, if you can hear me well, if the sound, the picture is okay. Let me see. So, okay, I see that we are live. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining me live. And of course, make sure you let me know in the comments if you can hear me well, if the sound of the picture is okay. You can drop all of your questions in the chat. I see people joining us. Hello, everyone. Let me know where you're watching me from. And of course, I'm really curious to know if you were at the masterclass yesterday. We had a 3-day event, the crash course, proven strategies to grow your freelance business online without extra budget and start getting high-paying clients. So let me know in the chat. I see people joining us. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here live with me. And we're going to start by presenting the upcoming program starting this June. And I have gathered so many questions. You have been showing such great interest in the upcoming program. It makes sense because it's such an innovative program. No such program exists out there. And I'm really glad to announce that we have people from overseas, Argentina, USA, many different language combinations, different specializations. So this program is for you, no matter where you're based in the world, no matter what your language combination. So hello, let me know if you can hear me well. The sound, the picture is okay. If you can see the slides, let me make it a bit better. Okay, hello all. You can use the comments. You can drop your questions in the chat. Perfect. And of course, there's such a great momentum in the Client Acquisition Strategies for Language Professionals Facebook group, a dedicated group that actually took place, the recording you can find there of the previous masterclass. We went live yesterday with a 2 hours and a half live masterclass on how to actually develop and grow your freelance business. Proven strategies. We talked about 9 different strategies on how you can use to actually start getting clients online, that they do not need, most of them, if not all of them, extra budget. And of course, there was a detailed breakdown, okay, of how you can use them. We discussed about mindset shifts. We discussed about the 5-figure months framework, how you will be able to set up the 6-step framework of mine so you to be able to start getting high-end clients. Okay, so I see people still joining us. So the program itself is called the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System. And of course, it's the fully booked translator formula, LinkedIn Edition, for those that you are mixing those things out, okay? So I prefer to call it the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System as the initial program name. But of course, for those that you know it as the fully booked translator formula, is the advanced format of the fully booked translator formula, where I have integrated some extra modules and resources that they are more efficient. So based on my experience running this program since 2019 with you guys, I've been updating the content every year based on your results and what you would like to achieve. So I see people joining us, so let me know that you're here with me. And of course, this is your chance to ask me anything related to yesterday's masterclass, or ways to get clients. If you have any kind of questions that they are related to the business side of our industry, I would love to address them. And of course, I'm always very curious, where are you watching me from? If you're watching the replay, use the hashtag replay and tag me in the comments. And of course, I will be sharing in the comments the link to find out about the program and also to book a free call with me, that I will have some available slots until the registration closes. Okay, so the registration of this program closes next Thursday, June 4th. We start and we open the program officially June 10th. So you still have time to sign up. If you would like to get advantage of the early bird prices and bonuses that I announced yesterday, definitely you need to do it by the end of this day tonight, midnight Central European time. Okay. So you can find out more about the 12-week, that's the actual duration. You can find out more about the 12-week business mentors program. So I'm not teaching you how to translate, okay? I'm teaching you how you will be able to grow financially and, of course, professionally, how you'll be able to expand your client list. If you're a starting out translator, how to find your first clients. If you've been in the industry for a while, how you'll be able to scale up. By scale up, I mean finding higher paying clients, working less, earning more, increasing your pricing. Many of you mentioned yesterday that you really struggle to increase your rates. So that's something we can discuss definitely. But thank you so much for those that you were yesterday live in the masterclass. There was such a great momentum, great questions, and amazing. So let's start with our live Q&A. I have gathered most of your questions, but I will give also a brief description of what's the program about. And if you would like to keep joining me to the live sessions, you can find in the events section of our group all the upcoming live sessions with me. So you can click going. Okay, so it's for you to be able to actually join me live, click going so as you to receive notifications. So as you see, here's the free book translator from my LinkedIn edition, how you will be able to reach 10K months, 5-figure months as a translator. Many of you have been asking, Virginia, is this possible for me even if I'm based in that location? Is this possible for me even if I have this specialization? I've been giving this training, this mentorship program for so many years, and I know from firsthand that it doesn't really matter where you're based in the world, what's your language combination, your specialization. If you put into action, if you implement the steps that we are actually describing and creating in the program, you will be able to see such results. I've seen people with very small language combinations in countries with many financial issues to be able to reach such results. I've seen people from New York, many USA states, Latin America, Canada, to actually reach such results working from home. So for me, what really matters is for you to implement, to take action. Perfect, great. Thank you everyone for joining me live. I see people joining us here. Cool. Great. Okay, so let's start right away. What are the steps? You can take a screenshot, you can create your own plan, but definitely the main advantage of joining such a program is the accountability, the personalized support, the personalized feedback, the support that you get, and of course that you will be able to implement, take action, and get, let's say, out of your comfort zone, doing the things that we're teaching in the program. Most of you are telling me I don't have the time, or I suffer from the imposter syndrome. So all of those reasons, okay, are the ones that actually led me to create such a program. Because by joining this program, you get higher chances of doing the work that is needed just for you to see the results that you wish. So what you see here is how to become the good expert in your field of expertise in the middle of your screen, okay, of this sim. And why is that so important? Because if you don't know who's your ideal client, if you do not know what's your value to your ideal clients, if you do not know how to differentiate yourself from your competition, it's impossible to be found by your ideal clients online. So the first thing that we do in the mentorship program is definitely to identify your ideal clients, maximum 3, optimize your LinkedIn profile, and of course, any other online profile of yours that you intend to use in order to get clients, your online presence in general. We actually draft your emails and LinkedIn messages so as for you to start implement direct outreach the right way. We compile your prospect list. Yesterday, when I was asking you if you can actually find your ideal client online, you told me maybe in theory, but not practically. And when I asked you if you're able to compile a prospect list with thousands of your ideal clients, you mentioned, most of you, that it would take you 3 months, for example. So in this program, it's such innovative because I'm teaching you a method on how to actually identify your ideal clients in theory, but also practically how to find them online and to compile a list with thousands of them. You can book a free call with me. The upcoming week, I have a few slots open. If no slot is available for your time zone or your availability, send me a message and I will be able to open a few slots just for you. Okay. And of course, if you were not able to attend yesterday's masterclass live, so as to get the 3 extra worksheets, let me know in the comments. We shared 3 extra worksheets yesterday, 17-page worksheet on how to identify your ideal client, a 30, 60, 90-day planner on how to integrate your marketing activities in your daily schedule, so as for you to be able to be consistent with your marketing efforts. And the last one, 33 pages of a client acquisition strategy worksheet, where I include all the proven strategies that I actually presented yesterday in the free masterclass in a 33 pages. So hello, Balasubhamayam. Where are you from? Thank you for joining live. So you need to comment below worksheets just for me to be able to share with you the links to download and get direct access, okay, to those worksheets that I said yesterday. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me live. Okay, so as I mentioned, we start by creating your strategy. We identify your ideal client. We find your unique selling proposition, what differentiates you from your competitors. We actually optimize your online presence, including your LinkedIn profile, because it's very powerful and you'll be able to see results right away. We draft your emails and your messages so as you to be able to start a discussion with your ideal clients in an unselfish way. We learn how to compile your prospect list, and you will be able to find thousands of your clients in just 10 minutes per day with the method that I'm teaching in my program. And of course, you'll be able to run your targeted campaigns. You'll be able to implement what we have created with your strategy, so as for you to be able to start getting results before the program ends. We also teach how to create content converts, but it's not mandatory. What I mean, that is not, okay, hello to India. I'm from India, perfect. Do you have any questions about the program that we're discussing here, or how to get clients online? Were you yesterday in the actual free masterclass? And of course, I'm always teaching content creation. Why is that? Because it's really important to nurture the relationship with your clients that you'll be adding to your network. So practically what we do, apart from clarifying exactly where you stand, where you would like to go, and we create a plan just for you to achieve your goals, and create a very strong brand so as for you to be able to build trust with your ideal clients, because that's what is missing from your strategy, most of you. Then the next step is to optimize all of your online presence, your LinkedIn profile, your website, profile, any profile that you're going to use in order to acquire clients, and of course your messaging, how you're going to contact them and close a deal. And many of you, you're asking, Virginia, does this cover only, how to find your clients, the lead generation, or you actually close a deal? I have integrated in my programs also scripts on how to run a discovery calls with your clients, on how to close a 5-figure deals with your clients. So everything that you might need, not only to find your clients, but also contact them and close a deal, is included in the program. So you can take a screenshot. Those are the modules. Those are the main things that we cover, as I mentioned earlier. Okay. And for me, it's so innovative because it's very practical. We also explore the paid version of LinkedIn, even if it's not mandatory to have the paid version of LinkedIn. And of course, some of you only join my programs because we're teaching automation processes and tools. And that's really important, because by automating the process, you'll be able to achieve higher results. You don't need to be there on a daily basis contacting clients. If you have any more questions, you can send me an email at info@vmentoring.com, so as for you to be able to get advantage of the early bird price and to secure your spot. And of course, booking a call with me, no strings attached, is really important, so as for you to be able to have all of your questions answered and to see if this is the right program for you. Because for me, the main let's say reward is your successes and your results. So I would really like people who join my program to be ready to get results. Okay, guys? So let me know where you're watching me from. And also, I'm curious if you were live yesterday with the actual masterclass, and if you were able to actually download the 3 worksheets that we shared there, so as for you to create your own business plan to be able to start getting results by the end of 2026. So let's coming back to your biggest challenge. I have gathered here some of your biggest challenges that you're facing when it comes to growing online using LinkedIn. Those are the ones that you have been sharing with me, but of course, maybe there are more that they're not on this list. So use the comments below and let me know if you agree. What's your biggest challenge, if it is among those that you see here on your screen, or if you have any other biggest challenge that is not included here in the list. I would really love to know. Okay, so let me know. So yesterday you told me that your biggest challenge is, for example, define your ideal client avatar. I've seen that. We had a preparation exercise on last Wednesday. You can find the actual recording in the Facebook group. For those that you have registered with a free crash course, you were able to find that there. So in such a case, you will be able to find out how to identify your ideal client. And also I shared with you a worksheet, a 17 pages worksheet with 50 questions to identify your ideal client persona. Okay. Perfect. Welcome, everyone. So you mentioned that your biggest challenge in order to grow financially or to find your ideal clients is how to define your ideal client. Or you mentioned, for example, that your biggest challenge is optimizing your LinkedIn profile, and I totally get that. When I'm reviewing your LinkedIn profiles, when you book a free call with me, and I totally recommend you to do that. I always I am very honest with you. I see that you have a self-centered copy, like you write your about section all about you, whereas your ideal client, they have not been nurtured enough. So as to be interested in learning more about you. So that's a big mistake when it comes to attracting direct clients. Find a decision maker in case that your ideal clients, for example, are very big companies, and then more than one job title describes your ideal client. Then we actually work on that together. Contact your clients. You mentioned that your biggest challenge when it comes to growing financially is contacting your clients. Either you don't find the time, or you lack confidence, or you suffer from the imposter syndrome. And I hear that. I understand that contacting your ideal clients might be seem scary, but if you do that with the right guidance and in a group of like-minded colleagues that all of you're facing the same challenges, or you're pursuing similar goals, then you get higher chance of actually doing the work that is needed to contact your clients. And of course, creating content. Many of you told me that your biggest challenge is that you cannot find ideas of content topics that your ideal clients would be interested in. Actually, when I ask you what kind of content you've been sharing so far, you told me that you've been sharing translation related content, which is among those most common mistakes that we make as translators when it comes to growing our business. And of course, some of you told me that your biggest challenge is to grow your network. Why growing your network is so important on LinkedIn? First of all, if you don't have at least 500 connections on LinkedIn, LinkedIn doesn't recognize your LinkedIn profile. So the algorithm doesn't boost the visibility of your profile to the right audience. Plus, by growing your network with your ideal clients, you get higher chances, of being found by them, or whenever they need a project for you, to be the first to remember. So we increase the chances to get a paid project and the opportunities of a paid project or a client, hiring us. Posting on social media, you told me, some of you, that your biggest challenge, because most of you do not know what to post, you cannot find the time. So everything is covered in the program, and of course, you told me starting discussions with your clients. You do not know how to do that properly. Many of you told me, Virginia, I've been contacting clients on LinkedIn, but they're ghosting me. And of course, you told me that I've been contacting clients with 0 results. So if you're not doing the right way, also you're missing opportunities, but also you jeopardize, your credibility there. So it's really important when we do things to do them right, the right way. And of course, be consistent with your marketing efforts. I think this one is the winner, because I really understand if you're a freelancer working from home, you focus on translating, you are already fully booked, or you have many projects, you also include your admin work in your daily schedule. So it's really important for you to be consistent with your marketing efforts. I think having a mentor or joining a mentorship program will really help you to create that time, to integrate your marketing activities in your schedule. And of course, downloading the worksheet yesterday that I shared with you, the 30, 60, 90-day planner, you'll be able to plan ahead, and to be able to actually integrate in your daily schedule those activities. We also discussed yesterday about the buying circle of your clients, and that the most common mistake that I see when it comes to content marketing is that you create content, as you see here on your screen, you create content that are different stages, but for the wrong stages. So if your clients are still on the top of the funnel, as you see here, and they're still at the awareness stage, if you're creating content that's addressed to the bottom of the funnel, both for people that are ready to buy from you, then you're losing your time. You're creating content for the wrong audience. So you need, first of all, to realize which stage of the buying circle your ideal clients are and your audience, and then to create content according to that stage. So I would like to share here also the funnel stage that I discussed with you yesterday. Is really important. Of course, we discussed, and many of you told that was the biggest takeaway from yesterday's masterclass, my 10K months framework. For those that you still you are wondering if this is for you, if you can achieve that. Many of you also have mindset blocks. For example, you come to me and tell me, Virginia, I understand that some people maybe they can earn 10K months through your program or your process. But for me, I think it's impossible because, and you have so many excuses. For example, some of you are telling me, my specialization is not that niche, let's say, profitable, or my language combination is very small, or the country where I'm based. It doesn't really matter, guys, What I've seen so far, based on my experience, is the fact that you don't do the right things and you haven't tried anything. Many of you tell me, Virginia, AI has taken my work. But when I'm asking, what have you tried, to actually get clients or to increase your client base, you tell me they're nothing, or best case scenario, you tell me, Virginia, I've sent 10 CVs to 10 clients. That's nothing, as you realize. So before you actually as we say, leave the industry, because many of you told me that you're thinking of leaving the industry because of those obstacles, I would suggest you, if you really love this profession, to make a try, get to try something by just, leaving the industry and, of course, quitting the effort without doing anything. I think we're not right there, okay? I think that we always need to do something before we quit. And having done anything but having in our mind, AI has taken my work and that's it. And we do not know that, of course, most of us. We cannot prove that, okay? It's a theory right now. Of course, it's a reality. Of course, we're going to see the developments in the future. But by you not doing anything to actually start getting clients and wait there in your room or your office, the clients to find you without you doing anything, then you realize that you have sabotaged your work yourself. So the 10K framework, as you see here, I have 8 and another 8 stages in the next page. What we do is to envision ourselves like 5-10 years from now, and then break down those long-term goals into short-term goals and create SMART goals. There was a training about how to set up your goals properly last Tuesday, so you can actually find the recording in the Facebook group of the actual free crash course that we ran yesterday. It's really important to know how to set up goals, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time frames, so for you to get a high chance of achieving those goals. Either we're talking about financial goals or goals in the personal life, doesn't really matter. Numbers, what I've realized so far mentoring other colleagues for the last 10 years, that we are afraid of numbers. I used to be one of those people that I was afraid of numbers because I couldn't get those numbers. But having those numbers written in, it really helps us, to know where we stand in terms of income, for example, where we would like to go, so to create the right paths for us to achieve those goals, okay? And of course, actionable steps. Most of you, when we did the preparation exercise about SMART goals, you didn't know the difference between SMART goals and actionable steps, and that's really important, so as to break down the goals into actionable steps and start implementing a few things just for you to achieve your goals. Yesterday, we talked about over 7 client acquisition strategies. And of course, what I mentioned, it was really important to choose 2 or 3 client acquisition strategies. Doesn't really matter which they are. Okay, choose 2 to 3. You cannot do all of them, as you realize. It's impossible. So that's why strategically we choose 2 to 3 maximum client acquisition strategies and we implement. Mindset shift. The clients are everywhere. Most of you are telling me, Virginia, there are no clients anymore. The clients, they're using AI. All the clients, they are choosing the actual, let's say, less expensive solution, cheaper solution, which is not the case. There are clients for every budget out there. It's up to us to find the clients that they can actually afford our services. And of course, expand your network. As I mentioned earlier, it's really important for you to have a bigger audience, bigger network, okay, with many of your idea clients, not other colleagues, just for you to increase the chances and the paid opportunities of getting a paid project and a paid client. We actually discussed also yesterday about the 3% conversion rate. It's really important to understand that when we actually implement a strategy, or when we are contacting our clients, or we send 100 offers, 3 will be accepted in a positive way depending on the goal, okay, of our idea clients. So, oops, yep. I'm sorry for the technical issue. I'm going to come back. So the 3% conversion rate, because you were asking me yesterday, okay, this is a statistical rate. It's not at the rate that I suggest in my programs. And why is that? Why I'm focusing on that is really important for you to realize, okay, that statistically speaking, when we make an effort, sending 100 CVs, sending 100 messages or whatever, we get 3% chances, okay? 3 out of 100 offers that we're going to send are those that they are going to actually get back to us or give us a positive reply depending on the goal of the strategy, okay? So knowing that is really important for your efforts. And also being in my program, we increase that, okay? We start with the 20%, okay? 20%. So even if the statistical rate is 3%, we go and we start with 20%. Of course, I have achieved even more in my campaigns, like 70 to 80% conversion rate. By conversion rate, we mean people that they convert from visitors into paid clients, okay? People who buy our services, we get converted them into results, okay? And then as you see, the next steps to actually getting 10K month framework is the consistency. Consistency is the key. Why is that? Because it's not an overnight success. It's not, for example, that you're going to contact 2,000 clients in 2 weeks and that's it. You need to be consistent, or you need to find a formula, a way for you that you will be able on a consistent basis, being visible in front of your clients, so as you to be able to get clients on demand on the long run. And of course, marketing, even if that most of you mentioned yesterday that you're not a marketing person, I totally get that, because we're not taught marketing at the university. We learn how to translate, and then marketing comes along the way. Many of you told me, Virginia, I used to get 6,000 euros per month for being fully booked without doing anything through referrals and word of mouth. That's true. In the past, translators, not very far away, were able to reach the financial goals and have a very good, profitable online business by just accepting inquiries from the potential clients. This doesn't happen anymore. We need to be more competitive. We need to differentiate ourselves from our competition. That's why we choose marketing methods that they really reflect our personality. We cannot do anything, okay? We cannot implement all marketing methods that exist out there. We need to choose the ones that we can adjust to our personality so as for us to be consistent, okay? And to commit ourselves to that. And of course, you don't need to take that much time, like 10 minutes per day, that's okay, once you have your strategy ready. And then what we actually discussed as well is how to understand the difference between ideal client and target market. Is really important to realize the difference. We discussed that on Tuesday, preparation exercise number 2, Wednesday. Actually, you can find the recording in our Facebook group of the free masterclass. And of course, the pain relief of the value. We discussed yesterday about the importance of identifying your value. Okay, the main difference between those that they struggle to get a project for 5 cents and those that they actually are getting paid 20 cents per word, 28 cents per word, 45 cents per word that I've seen, are those that they were able to identify what is the value that they offer to their end clients, and they were able to showcase that value online and build trust with their ideal clients. And of course, it's really important for you to know where to find your clients, as to create prospect list. What is a prospect list? A list with your potential clients, okay, with their contact details and all the details that you need in order to make yourself visible in front of them, and the relevant message. Many of you have been contacting your ideal clients, but your message is not relevant to them. So if you're sending generic messages and people, they understand that, then you might lose them and you don't get the desirable results. So take a screenshot. Those are the things that we're teaching in the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System, or you can call it the Fully Booked Translator Formula LinkedIn Edition. It's the same program. I would love to answer if you have any kind of questions. And of course, I have gathered here your most common questions. There is so much interest. You have been sending me so many emails about your questions. Let me know if you have any kind of questions related, okay, to this program or how to get clients online. It's not only about LinkedIn, but LinkedIn is so powerful. You can use email marketing. You can use content marketing. There's so many client acquisition strategies that we discussed yesterday, like 9 at least. You can find the recording is going to be deleted at midnight, so you still have time to watch the recording. And let's start by answering your most common questions. If you have any kind of questions, send me a direct message or an email at info@vimentoring.com, or use the comments below to answer them here. That's why I'm going live with you on a daily basis. It's really important for you to realize that I'm live here with you to answer all of your questions, okay? So when does the 12-week program start? It's a 12-week business mentorship program, okay, that we're going to work together for 12 weeks starting June 10th. June 10th is the official date that we launch the program, and the actual days and times that the program will run, because that's the next question, what days and times will run, will be disclosed to the paid members of the program. Why is that? Because I will be asking you your availability, your time zone. It's really important because we have people from all over the world to know all the time zones, just to be able to create a schedule and the times and the days based on your availability. The minimum you can do in order to get the most out of this program is to join me live, okay? During the live session, just 1 hour per week. So the time investment that you have been asking me is just 1 hour per week, okay? That's a question, great question, but I think somebody's got confused. How the program will be developed if I choose to implement it during 1 year instead of 3 months. So even if the program is of a 3-month duration, more precisely 12 weeks, okay? So more or less 3 months, it's 12 weeks, the actual duration. That's the active part where the live sessions take place. I will be going live with you for 1 hour every week, giving you instructions, the templates, the worksheets, all the information you might need. You implement, you do the work, you submit, you join me for the Q&A session. The next week, we give you feedback. You actually implement the feedback, and then you finalize the assignment. Then we continue with the next assignment. So every week you're going to get a new assignment. By assignment, I mean something that you do for your business in order to achieve your business goal. All of you have different starting points. So depending on your starting point or your goals you would like to achieve, we create the plan, the path, and then you do the work on a weekly basis for you to achieve those results. So even if the active part is of a 3-month duration, you get access to the recordings for a whole year. And that's the confusion here of the question. Some of you told me what is going, you can use the recordings since you're going to have them at your disposal for a whole year. You can use the recordings at your self-paced mode so as for you to be able to keep implementing what you've learned in the 3-month program for different niches, different specialization, different types of clients, okay? Or to do even better things or to keep implementing. So even if the active part where we're going to create your strategy, implement, take action, get clients is of a 3-month duration, then you get access to the recordings for a whole year. After the completion of the program, you get extra 12 weeks. So it's for you to catch up with everything or to keep using the material for different needs, different specializations, different clients. Let me know if this is clear so far. The official duration of the program is 12 weeks, and I'm going live 1 hour per week. Will the 6 group coaching session be available only for the first 3 months while the one-to-one session throughout the year? Again, a confusion here. We have 6 group coaching session followed by 6 Q&A. 1 week group coaching session, then next week Q&A. Second group coaching session, second Q&A, and that goes along for 12 weeks. So there are 12 group coaching session in total along with the Q&A, 12, and they are available as a live session for 3 months. The recordings of those 12 sessions are going to be at your availability for 12 months after the completion of the 3-month program. There is an extra one-to-one session with me that you can claim by the end of the program. So for those that you fall behind or you feel that you would like more personalized support, you get that one-to-one session with me to claim it before the program ends. People who join by the end of midnight, by the night tonight, midnight Central European time, you get extra bonus, an extra one-to-one session with me. The pricing package is exercises for you to create your own pricing. And of course, you get the discount, almost 500 euros. Will I get support also after the 3 months of the program? No. The actual support, the group accountability, live session take place for the 3 months, okay? The 12 weeks. After, you can get access to the archive, the recordings, all the material, the chat, the discussions, everything, but in a recorded format, okay? Let me know if this is clear, if you would like me to delve deeper. And of course, who is going to teach myself, okay? When does the early bird price expire? Tonight? Tonight, midnight Central European time, then the price is going to be 2,997. So 2,997 euros is valid until the end of the registration, which is April 4th, okay, next Thursday. So registration closes on April 4th, next Thursday, midnight Central European time, and that's the price valid until then. Okay, yes, registration, I'm writing here as well, closes on April 4th, okay, next Thursday, midnight Central European time. And you can find all the details in the link that I have previously said here in the group. And of course, you can ask me any kind of questions, send me a message, if not in the comments here. So this price is valid until then, next Thursday, April 4th, and we start April 10th. And of course, if you join by tonight, it's 2,540 euros, so you get a chance to join with an extra discount valid. What I mean is that it's going to be in a group. How does it work? That's a great question. So yes, it's going to be in a group. We're going to be people from all over the world in a group format, like-minded colleagues that we're pursuing all of us our goals. We're all of us professionals. It's a confidential group, supportive group that will help you, okay, to actually reach your financial goals before the program ends. And of course, we share a link, private link, Zoom meeting. Have you ever been in a Zoom meeting with open cameras and microphones where you're able to discuss with the other people? So we're going to be like we are in a room, but because we are from different countries, all of us, different continents even, then we use Zoom as a tool, and then we have a private link, okay, to actually meet each other for 1 hour per week for our mentorship sessions. It's going to be disclosed only to the paid members, this Zoom link, and we have open cameras and microphones as for us to be able to build the relationship among us. Let me know if you'd like me to delve deeper, if you have more questions. What does a session look like? Like a Zoom meeting with open cameras and microphones, not like yesterday in the masterclass that you were muted and you were chatting with me in the chat only in written format. No, you're going to have open microphones and cameras. We're going to meet with each other. We're going to build a relationship, and you're going to achieve your goals before the program ends by meeting me online once per week. Of course, if you cannot make it, everything is going to be recorded and you will get access to the recordings right after the completion. But joining me live, you get a high chance of achieving your goals because you get all the support that you need and you don't fall behind with the process. How do you work with identifying needs, set goals, and create a plan? That's a great question that I told you yesterday, that what we do from week number 1 is to identify your needs, set the specific goals, and create a plan just for you to be able to achieve those goals before the program ends. How I do that? Of course, I'm a certified coach myself. And of course, I've been doing that since 2016 for over 10 years right now, mentoring other people. I have all the tools that they need. I'm not going to disclose all my secrets, but shortly I can tell you that you get the chance to go live with me once you sign up. So I ask you some questions. Those questions, they really help me, okay, to understand where you are, where you would like to go, and to create a plan just for you. Secondly, once you sign up, okay, you enroll for the program, you're going to receive an onboarding form. This onboarding form will ask you some questions that are strategically written in such a way as for me to identify your needs. I will ask you where you stand right now, what are your goals, and through your answers in that file, I will be able to set up a plan for you. It also helps me to adjust the content and the material of this program to your own needs. But let me know if you have any more questions or if you would like me to delve deeper in this topic. This one is one of my favorite, and actually many of you attest that you have been attending marketing courses as freelance translators, but you get many tips, but not a specific one. So this is a real comment that I got from some of you. I did a course about marketing for freelance translators. It was really helpful, but the trainer was only giving us lots of tips and ideas. I hadn't considered many of them, so it was good, but not very much specific. Why I love that? Because you give me the chance to discuss about the uniqueness of this program and how this program is so innovative. First of all, it's not just a course. Usually a course has a specific duration, 2 to 3 hours maximum. You go there, you learn new things, you leave, and you need to do things alone. When I was trying to grow my business and I was attending those courses, that was missing. So I would never find the time to implement after I complete the program. If I complete the program, if I was able to find the time to actually complete the program. Secondly, when I complete the program, I actually didn't find the time to implement, or when I was trying to implement, I had so many questions that I couldn't get answers, so that left me behind from taking action and implementing. And that's why I created this program in such a way so it's for you to take action while the program runs. So it's not just a course where you learn things in theory. No, you need to implement, you need to take action throughout those 12 weeks so it's for you to see results. And then you will have me next to you. You get accountability so as not to fall behind, and of course to have all of your questions answered, to make any mindset shifts that they are needed, to get over your imposter syndrome, your lack of confidence, any limiting beliefs that you might have that they're holding you back from taking the action that is needed so as to see the results that you want to achieve. But if you have any more questions, let me know, and I would really love to address them. But definitely this is not just a course, it's an implementation 12-week business mentorship program, which actually helps you to take action to see results. It's as specific as it gets. I'm taking into consideration your background, your goals, so as to adjust the content, and everything that you receive, all the resources like templates, instructions, worksheets from the program, we adjust them and we recreate them for you. Okay, so the sessions, they take place on Zoom. A private link, Zoom with open cameras and microphone. That's a great one. What if I cannot attend one session live? That's normal. And of course, since you've made an investment here, you get access to the recordings right after the actual session is completed. And of course, you get all the recordings, access to all the recordings for 12 months after the completion of the program. So another 1 year. But for me, if I can tell you something, I've seen so far that the people that were able to achieve the best results in my programs were those that they didn't miss any live session, those that they are committed and they create the time and they made this program a priority so as to see themselves grow personally and professionally. So I would suggest you, if you would like to see your dreams come true, because that was it is about. It's not only about earning more money, it's about creating the lifestyle that you wish. It's about achieving all of your goals, personally, professionally speaking, just for you to create the lifestyle that you wish. It's about creating your dream life, okay? So that's why I would suggest you to commit if you decide to join us for you to see results. Do you plan on offering another session later this year? No, this program takes place twice per year because it's quite energy consuming for me and time consuming. I invest at least 3 months, okay, if not more, to you and your business growth. I take your business as my business. I recreate it from scratch so as to help you to achieve results. So the next round will be in January 2027, and definitely if you are stuck or you cannot get any results, join now, don't wait, because many of you come back to me after 6 months or a year and you tell me, Zina, I lost a year trying things around, whereas if I had invested in your program from the first time, I would have, well, let's say, earned so much time and I would be able to start seeing results after the program ends. Yes. What's the difference between a course and this program? I think I have answered that question, but because you've been asking me such, maybe we can make that even clearer here. It's a mentorship program, which means that you have a mentor next to you. You get accountability. Even if it's a group program, you get one-to-one personalized accountability. You get personalized feedback. In a course, you don't get feedback. You implement. In a course, you don't implement. You get support via dedicated group for 3 months. Okay, so a course usually doesn't offer that. Networking with like-minded colleagues, international community, a group where you have access to me 24 hours, 7 days per week. Okay, but the fact that you actually create a strategy, you take action, you implement the strategy, and you're able to get clients before the program ends, I think that's the main difference between any other course that exists out there online, okay? Taking action, implementing. I'm just starting out as a translator. Can I still join the program? That's a great one. Maybe you feel that this is for only advanced translators, but I have news for you. If you join such a program as a starting out colleague, you will be able to enter the market successfully, okay, from the beginning. So you won't jeopardize your reputation, trying things around, taking the wrong steps. You'll be able to have 3 different CVs for 3 different specializations, 3 different cover letters for 3 different specializations, messages for your LinkedIn, a LinkedIn profile that promotes you as the go-to expert, your personal brand, maybe a website if you want to create a website, portfolios, company, everything that you might consider, even taking photos. I will be there to help you and to give you feedback. Anything that you might consider that you need in order to get clients is covered in this program. I wish such a program existed when I started out. It took me a whole year to write the proper CV when I started out. Now people I work with, they get everything ready in 3 months. So by September, as a starting out colleague, you will have everything ready. And of course, people I have worked with, like Erika Mazzamuto, Mira Dietmer, Marco, so many starting out colleagues in my programs, and you can find all the success stories on my YouTube, on my website and my YouTube channel. I will share also the link here in the comments. They were able to get clients. Erika, for example, she got 4 different clients throughout my program, 2 agencies and 2 direct clients. Because we didn't only create her branding, her marketing materials, CVs, cover letters, LinkedIn profile, whatever that she might need it. We also implemented, we start contacting clients, having me next to her, knowing how to follow up, knowing how to reply to those messages. She was able to get 4 clients, 2 agents and 2 direct clients as a newly graduate with 0 experience, okay? So let me know if you would like me to discuss it even more. You can find more success stories I will share here in the chat. And imagine it's not updated, okay, with the recent ones are on my YouTube channel. So I will share also my YouTube channel link. And they're live, they go live with me and they share the results and their success stories. So for me, it's really important to realize what you can achieve yourself by being inspired by those people's stories. That's why I've been sharing those success stories to motivate you, to inspire you, okay, to take action. Another question of yours is, I know my ideal client in theory, but not in practice. Can the ULPS Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System help me? 100%. We cannot create a strategy for you if we do not know who's your ideal client. It's impossible to create a strategy, okay, or to update your marketing material, or to create a very powerful LinkedIn profile unless you have your ideal clients in mind. The secret here is to have them and their needs, their pains, and to adjust your solution to them, create content for them. So whenever they visit your LinkedIn profile, your website, they see your CV, your cover, whatever, they see themselves in your copy. They understand that you are the right candidate. And if you remember from yesterday's masterclass, what did I tell you? That we want as a first reaction when they find out about you contact them or they contact you, to have as a reaction, yes, that's Virginia, that's the person we're looking for. That's the reaction we want. In order for us to be able to achieve those results, we need to know in theory and of course in practice 100% the ideal client. So we not only learn them in theory, but we actually, you will learn how in just 10 minutes per day to find 1,000 clients using LinkedIn and online directories. That will help you to compile a list with at least 1,000, 2,000 clients. I have had results of people that they joined my program and they were able to contact 2,000 clients in 2 weeks. If you cannot find them practically, it's impossible for you to grow. The wealth of our business are the clients. If we would like to create a sustainable client acquisition strategy, we need to know where to find them and where they exist. So even if you might not need 1,000 clients just to create a profitable online freelance business, and you might never work with that many clients if you don't want to work with direct clients, of course, in such a case, we need to know that they exist, just to know that the client acquisition strategy that we create for them is sustainable enough. But let me know if you have any more questions. Great interest, guys. Thank you for the momentum. And if you have any more questions, send me an email or contact me directly if we're connected on LinkedIn or Facebook. And of course, info@vmentoring.com is my email. So let me know if this is clear so far, if you would like me to delve deeper. That's a great one. Does the Ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system go through the whole sales process? For example, not just lead generation, but follow-up. What is lead generation for those that they might not be familiar with the term? By lead generation, we mean generate leads, clients that they might be interested in our services, okay? So in the program itself, we cover that 100%. You will be able, to create your list with potential clients, to generate leads, potential clients interested in your services, okay? But of course, you're going to contact them. You're going to book calls with them in case you want it, of course, okay? If you don't want that, you can skip that step. And of course, you are going to learn how to close a 5-figure deal as well. So it's not only, about generating leads, which is very important step. We need to know how to generate leads, potential clients being interested in our services. The next step is how to contact them properly, how to book a call with them, how to run a discovery call. And of course, you get all the scripts that you need. We can rehearse that practically, how to run the calls with your clients, and how you get a script also how to close a 5-figure deal. What is a 5-figure deal? 10,000 euros or dollars and higher. Okay, guys? So I don't know if you have any more questions. I would like to address one more question that I received. Some people, for example, you're telling Virginia, I'm an advanced translator. I've been 20 plus years in the industry. Many of you were over 10 years experience had yesterday in the masterclass. And I'm afraid that maybe I'm advanced for this program, and maybe I won't get any benefits if there are too many other starting out colleagues. First of all, because it's an investment, the price is not that easy to be paid. So people that they actually join this program, they commit because they have made an investment. Usually they are advanced colleagues or starting out colleagues who have a budget to attend. So most of the people usually I work with, they are either fully booked or well-established colleagues that they would like to learn a process that won't take them much time, and they would like to keep implementing forever because you get the knowledge forever. So it's for you to bring us to your business and to grow your client list. So you shouldn't be afraid of having people with less experience in the program, because first of all, we learn from the other people. By helping other people, we rise, we also grow, and you will be, let's say, surprised by the momentum of the community, of the like-minded colleagues, international community, and the things that you're going to learn, because we also learn from starting out colleagues. Maybe we update our technical skills, tech skills or tools that we learn from the newbies or the people entering the market, or maybe through their questions and their efforts and their struggles, we find some kind of relevancy and we can help them. And maybe those questions, challenges can help us also grow as well. So I think that this program doesn't really matter what your starting point is for you, even if you are a starting out colleague and you would like to find your first clients, or if you are a well-established colleague or already fully booked and you would like to create a process, to have a process in place, no matter what, to implement in the future, to predict your future, instead of waiting the clients to find you, to have a process in place, so as to find clients no matter what. And of course, I have had people that they are very, very advanced and they just join my program just to learn automation systems and tools. So they just purchased my program just for the advanced level training, which is about, let's say, automation systems and Sales Navigator, the right paid version of LinkedIn. Another very common question, Virginia, in order to join your program, should I have a website? No, a website is not mandatory, especially this program is designed for those that don't want to have a website. If you have a website and you would like to leverage it, or if you don't have a website and you would like to use this program to get feedback and to create a proper website, this program can help you. But it's the only program that can help you reach 10K months by just using your LinkedIn profile. And the free version is not mandatory to have the paid version. If somebody is familiar enough with the free version, they would like to take the next step and purchase the paid version, we can discuss that and to choose the right version for you. Don't go and purchase the paid version, the wrong one, and you're investing your money without getting any results. Many of you come to me and I see that you have purchased the paid version of LinkedIn, but the wrong one, which doesn't bring you any results. So in such a case, you're losing your time and your money, investing in something that is not going to bring you the right results. So Sales Navigator, the paid version that I'm teaching in the program, for those that would like to actually take the next step and use LinkedIn as their marketing agency. And of course, automation tools that I'm not disclosing publicly because I don't want people to use them and to actually not get any results without having the proper guidance. So I prefer to disclose the tools that I've been using in the program with my guidance. You get all the recordings on how to set up properly those tools and how to use them without you becoming a spammer or being banned by LinkedIn that I've heard from other colleagues that do not know how to use those tools. They need to be used properly so as to bring you the right results. That was it for today. I will be going also live on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, okay? At 5 p.m. Central European Time, unless I, let's say, create new live also series. Let me know your availability and your time zone, which time you would like me to go live with you. So far, I have set up live at 5 p.m. Central European Time from Monday to next Thursday before we close the registration. But if you have any other availability or preference, if you prefer weekends or, for example, earlier or later than 5 p.m. Central European Time, let me know in the chat. Find the events that I have created on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook, just for you to click going there and to be notified for me going live with you. We're going to discuss about case studies, people that were able to achieve 10K months and how they were able to do that. You will be inspired by their stories, and I hope that they motivate you to take action towards your goals. We're going to discuss about practical results that you can achieve apart from success stories, also results, practical, that those people following my advice they were able to achieve. We're going through the modules, the features, and the benefits of this program, okay, in detail as a breakdown on a daily basis, 5 p.m. Central European Time, starting from Monday. If you would like me to go also live during the weekend, let me know. And of course, don't forget to book a free call with me, no strings attached. I always use those calls with me in order to be sure that this program is going to help you. I don't want people to join my program without getting the most out of it. For me, the main reward is to see you succeeding. So I will be very honest for you. If I cannot help you based on your goals that you have or your background, I will be very honest with you. So book that free call with me. As you see here, the link I have shared also in the chat, and I can't wait to meet you in person. If you cannot find any available slot based on your time zone or your availability, send me a message or an email at info@mentoring.com so as to open a slot just for you and your availability. And of course, if you have any kind of questions and you don't want to book a call with me, send me an email at info@mentoring.com with all of your questions. So as me, personally, I will go get back to you and answer personally all of your questions. If you would like to get advantage of the early bird price, the discount is valid until tonight, midnight, Central European Time. Then the price is going to be $2,997 until next Thursday, where we close registration. We open the group on April 10th, when actually officially the program starts. Can't wait to work with you for 12 weeks. By the end of this summer, early September, you will be getting clients. You will be ahead of all your competition. And I think having a process in place that you will know that you're doing the things right will save you so much time, and you will have that peace of mind that you need to focus on delivering projects and having high quality in your projects and delivering high quality to your clients that you already have been working with. That was it for today. Thank you, everyone. See you soon, and bye-bye for now.